Hi guys, this is Erika, and in today's video, I think it's gonna be a short and sweet one, but I wanted to talk about how to be magnetic, become magnetic to all of your desires. But before we start, I just want to remind you that we are giving away a free course, how to identify your blocks to manifest anything fast. All the details are down below. Also, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, I would love to help you. All the details are down below as well. You guys know that I have some affirmation tracks that can help you stay in the right mindset to manifest your specific person. I have a couple of courses. If you're interested, all the details are down below. So let's start with this video. So I don't know, I was thinking, what should I make this video about? And I just had this download of, let's talk about like how to become magnetic to manifest our desires, right? Because a lot of us that are watching these videos, that we want to manifest something, right? So what's the key to manifest your desires? I think the main thing that we have to do, the key to manifesting everything, is understanding and reminding ourselves that we are the source of all of our experiences. And I say remember, because we literally forgot that we are the source of everything, that we're part of God. We are made in the image of God. And as having the image of God, being the image of God, we have the same power of creation, right? We're one with God. We have the power of creation. We are the creator of our reality. We are the source of every experience. That's why I love talking about how we are beautiful, walking, talking movie projector. It's literally what it is, what we are. Like, we are the only source, the only projector of every experience, of how everyone shows up in our realities, how every experience with money, with love, with health, with the way our body looks, all of our relationships with family members, co-workers, like everything, we are the source of every experience. And I was reading a book by Neville, The Law and the Promise, and he talks about how we are gods that came here to experience, like we became men, right? We came here to experience life through this body, through this vehicle that we call the human self, right? But we're God, and we forgot once we got here that we're God, literally. And then our job here is to remember that we're actually God. So it's kind of like a full circle. So that was the fun of coming here to this human 3D experience, to experience life, right? Have those obstacles in front of us, those circumstances, and us using the power of creation that we are, changing those circumstances that out there that look so real that sometimes they can look scary or sad. And that was the fun of it, to come here to experience life and remember that we're actually God. That was the fun of it. That's the game. So that's why I really think that the main thing that we need to do to manifest anything, and probably the only thing we need, is that remembering that I am God. I am one with God. I am the source of every experience. And sometimes that's all we need to affirm. And not just affirming, but try to understand that if I'm the only source of every experience, I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to be afraid of anything. And it's literally having the faith in the fact that if I'm the only source of every experience, and all I have to do is select what experience I want, I don't need to be afraid of anything, right? So I think that is the main thing, the most important thing, remembering that I am the source of my experiences. I am one with God. I was just talking to someone recently, and I was telling them, like, whatever circumstances out there in front of you, tell yourself, I am bigger than this circumstance. Literally, because I'm one with God. God is with me. However you want to word it, right? But no experience out there is bigger than me. I am bigger than any circumstance. And I think it was Florence Scovel that will say, if the circumstances don't move you, those circumstances move. That's why don't let the 3D trigger you. The 3D is supposed to be out there changing, right? But your job is to say, no, thank you. That is not my choice. That is not for me. I don't live there anymore. It's like, I don't want it, right? It's there, but I don't want it. And that's how those circumstances move. But if we accept those circumstances as bigger than us, scary, and I don't have control over them. Since we are that source, the projector, right? They're gonna stay there and they're gonna get bigger because our awareness is on that circumstance. So our job as conscious manifestors is like, okay, it's out there, it doesn't scare me, I'm bigger than that. All I have to do is choose differently, and that circumstance will move. Again, I'm one with God, and God is with me. God is omnipotent, omnipresent, right? Like there's nothing, no one bigger than God. Me, I'm one with God, and this is my reality. So since those circumstances don't move me, they'll move because I'm bigger than that. I've mentioned in my previous videos how in the Bible it says if you had the faith of the size of a mustard seed, you could move mountains. You will tell a mountain move, and it will move. There are so many, also there are so many stories in the Bible how Jesus will part the seas and multiply bread and the fish and revive people that were already passed away, right? That's just to tell us, right? Like that, like we have that power of creation and changing circumstances. That doesn't matter how big they are. So it's all about recognizing I am source, I am God, I'm bigger than this. So therefore, if that 3D doesn't trigger me, that 3D is gonna move. Also, something else that it's important to remember is that creation is already finished. Every desire that you have, it's already there, it's already created. All the good and the bad, the ugly, it's all created. It's all out there. That's why our thoughts change, or like we have multiple thoughts, or things change in the 3D. We're like, oh my God, I've been affirming for this, and like what happened? Like how come the opposite is happening? It's just, it's there, right? Everything is already created, and things might show up that we don't like, but our job again is to say, okay, it's there, but I don't want it. No, thank you. It's not my choice. And since creation is finished, we deny the thoughts, the negative thoughts, or the 3D that is already manifested, and we just say no thank you and choose what you want instead, knowing that creation is finished, right? And again, if that circumstance doesn't move you and you tell the world, the outside, who you are and what's your choice, it has to show up in your 3D. Neville used to say it has to, like, you persist in your desired reality, you persist in your end, and it will harden into fact. Your desire will harden into fact, meaning you will be able to see it, smell it, lick it, pinch it, whatever you want to do, right? Meaning it's right there in front of you. I was having a conversation with one of my clients, and I was telling them, explaining them how, like, if creation is finished and it exists, and you don't like the 3D that you're currently in, you persist in the new choice and the new story of already having whatever it is that you want, that you desire. And since creation is finished, it's here, it's in front of you. And by persisting in that new story, it's kind of like the veil is lifted. And now you can see the reality that has been there all along. That's why it's so important to don't let the 3D move you, face you, trigger you. Like, okay, yeah, it's there. I don't like you, so I don't want you. No, thank you. You're just an illusion, right? And know that the story that you choose, the desire that you choose, by persisting in that story, it will show up for you. Because again, you're the source and you're the one that's choosing that reality. Therefore, it has to show up in front of you. But we have to persist in that desired reality, right? I have talked about how, like, it's all about think from the end. If that reality already exists, literally with your mind and your imagination, with those inner conversations, right? Like, tune in to that reality where you already have it. And from their point of view, right? From that end, how do they feel? From that identity, think from that identity that already has whatever your desire is. Love, money, a perfect body, whatever your desire is, think from their point of view, knowing that it already exists, right? How will they feel emotionally? What will they hear from other people? If it's love, how do you feel now that you have this amazing committed relationship? I feel amazing. I feel loved. I feel safe. Like I feel butterflies. Like I'm in the best relationship ever, right? I'm worshipped. I'm adored. Whatever, right? I am chosen basically because that person chose you. And now, what will they be telling you from that point of view? What is your person telling you? How are they showing up for you? Hear them. That's why I love the inner conversations, hearing your person talk to you throughout the day. What are they telling you? I love you. I adore you. I'm so, like, you can be as cheesy as you want, right? Why not? It feels good, right? But also, you're choosing that reality where that they feel that way about you. Obviously, for every person is different, right? But what would you love to hear from your person? And just stay there. First of all, it feels good. And second of all, you understand that I'm not just making it up. Actually, I'm tuning in to the version of me that already has it. And I know that by persisting and tuning in that story, the veil will lift and then I will experience them in the flesh, right? So all we have to do is do that, but also drop the story, the old story, the awareness of you not having your desires. You don't live there anymore. That's not your story anymore. You're gonna say deny, bye, cancel, scroll up. Like I've shared my analogy of you scrolling TikTok, and when there's a story that you don't like, what do? No, thank you. You have to do that with the current reality that you don't like, that you don't choose. Again, it's there, but I don't want it. No, thank you. That's not me anymore. But in that moment, it's so important for you to keep telling yourself who you are. And I've also talked about how everything, like the two most powerful words are I am. That's the name of God. Whatever follows those two words, you're literally tuning in to that reality where you have whatever your desire is. So have a lot of faith in those two words. I know that I am. Whoever I say I am, I become. So who do I want to be? Who am I choosing? And I have also shared my analogies of creation is finished, infinite versions of you, infinite versions of everyone, right? It's kind of like going to a grocery store. There are many different, if I want to buy cereal, there's many different brands, many different flavors, many different ingredients of cereals. But I'm just gonna go choose the one that I want. Right? They're all there, but it doesn't mean that I have to take them all home and eat them all, even if I don't like them or if I have allergies. No. So it's the same with creation is finished. It's there. The thoughts are gonna be there. The 3D is gonna be there that you don't like, but all you have to do is say no, thank you, and choose differently. We also know that the real world is literally your imagination. That imagination is God. Neville talks about this, right? Your imagination is literally that God within. And that world that you can imagine, again, it's created. It's already done. It's already there. That's why you have that desire. If you can see it in your mind, it exists. So, again, deny the senses. Don't pay attention. I mean, you can pay attention and say, yeah, it's there, but I don't want it. It's not for me. I am over here already having it, right? And that's all we have to do. Don't choose it. Don't select it. But choose. It's important to choose. The desired reality, stay there. Know that it's already done. But from the point of view and the understanding that I am the only one that can decide. I am the source of this experience that I choose instead. And by law, it has to show up, right? It's God's promise for you to have your desires. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the desire. So that's why we don't need to be afraid. We don't need to feel anxious. Because it's already given to you. Whatever your desire is, it's already yours. So why not think from the end of having the most beautiful, perfect life in all areas of your life? Love, money, health, friends, everything, right? You deserve it. And literally, you came here to experience the best of the best. So don't accept the lack. Don't accept the breadcrumbs. Don't accept the sadness. Don't accept poverty. Don't accept sickness. That's not your truth. You came here to experience life to the fullest. And like Joseph Murphy talks about, how by claiming universal truths, whatever is truth for God is truth for us, because we're one with God, right? And if there's poverty, claim the truth, the universal truth of God is riches and abundance and wealth and well-being, stability, peace of mind. That's the truth, not poverty. Same with sickness. No, God's truth is pure health, vitality, beauty, full energy, right? Not sickness. Same thing with love, with everything. Claim universal truths, and by claiming those, they have to show up for you, because again, you're the source, right? So anyways, I thought it was gonna be short and sweet. I guess not so short, but hopefully sweet. But yeah, I just had the inspiration of talking about this. I'm intending that it helped you guys a lot. You know what to do if you want to work with me, but I just want you, all of you, to remember who you are and to know that you can have it all, because you already have it all. It's already yours. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing, and I'll see you next week. Bye.